All right, we are on the test server. We're going to do gameplay for the Astral team, and this is a Battle World team and kind of a war team. Now, none of the awakened abilities are turned on. There's 2 on every character, and Shadow King has 4. That's right, 4 awakened abilities, and all of the awakened abilities on this team are the Battle World buffs that will then apply in war. And some of them are super important if they're going to be an effective war team. Now, this team I thought was going to be a lot worse than it actually is. So the gameplay that you're going to see today is also going to be similar to the way that they perform in Crucible, which is a good thing. And they're strong. This is a strong team. They're not Mephisto killers. They're not Odin killers, but compared to other teams, this is a very, very strong team, but they're somewhat slow, and we'll go into a battle. Other thing, too, this is a Battle World team, and even their basic attacks, all of them say something like this. When forced to attack an ally, this character deals less damage to Astral characters. That is an anti-null mechanic. The kit to null has something called darkness, and it feels similar to that of the way that zombie Iron Man operates with the bleeds, where they have to attack each other. So every single one of these is got like an anti-null mechanic, and then each one of them has a Battle World bonus. All of them have at least 2 of their abilities tied to Battle World, and Kingpin has 4. The characters here are 6'6". All of the characters are gear tier 19, blue ISO 5. And then Moondragon and Doctor Strange are 7'7", but I believe a lot of people will have diamonds on their main account. Well, probably, not everybody. And I did Raider on all of them, and that has to do with the Ancient One's passive. It says on self and Astral ally crit, generate 1 ability energy for self and all Astral allies. And we're going to go into war right now and do some attacks. Got to give a shout out to Bendable Straw, who has the uniques right here. We got Astral Energy for Shadow King. Ancient One is Molecular Cough. Emma Frost is Prometheum. Then Doctor Strange and Moondragon are Palladium, Arcane Magic. They're both in the game. So we're going to go into battle right here, and I'm going to show you how slow they are. Or relatively slow they are. They just feel pretty slow, and I believe we're gonna win this match, but I just want to show you how interesting it is. Other thing too is there's so many things on the passive that are gonna make this match entirely different. We'll go over the passives, the war passives that are only tied to Battle World. But look, Nightcrawler goes first. I think all of them are gonna take a turn. And I think that Rogue is almost going to take her second turn. Like, it's that bad. I mean, there's just like, what's going on? And the way that this team works with the passives in war is going to be night and day. And I think that's going to be a nightmare when they're on defense, because without fully understanding what your opponent's awakened abilities they have, it's gonna be like a situation where you overcommit or not. So this is how bonkers this team is. You just saw what happened, right? I mean, the team is deleted. Like, we're gonna be stuck behind this rogue taunt, and well, I don't know if this. Let's see here. Let's just do that. Even though they got safeguard, it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna do that. It's just like they're gonna get deleted. We've got Wong here helping out in the battle, and I'm just going to put this on auto, and yeah, there's going to be a W here. I do want to show Kingpin's ultimate because it is amazing, and it looks really cool, and it gets rid of trauma. So, like, we're not in a situation here where we have trauma, but it will cleanse all of the negative effects, even if they had trauma. And it looks over the top good. Check it out right here. Do your thing, chicken wing. Oh, get eaten. Bye, Rogue. All right. So I was talking about this team on defense, and War is going to be tricky to play against because it's unknown how many of the awakened abilities are going to be. Like, I believe this one here is an ancient one. On spawn, apply safeguard. Well, that makes it an entirely different team. This character has 3 more Astrals at the start of any match. Enemy characters can't spawn with taunt. Wow, huge. On War, prolong the duration of all positive effects up to a maximum of 3 and all Astral allies. These are fundamental passives. This is Emma's right here. In War, one of this character, Astral ally or X-Men, gains disrupted, clear disrupted, and apply immunity. Safeguard plus immunity, which we're going to be playing right now. We will not be having safeguard immunity that quickly in this match. Shadow Kings, enemies cannot spawn with immunity. Yeah, it's a fundamentally different team in War with these awakened abilities, which I'm not going to test because I don't know how they're going to be released. It's kind of a shady thing, actually, if you ask me, where it's just like, oh, don't know how you're going to get them. It's 2 different teams with or without. I mean, they're entirely different. And then some people are going to have them and some people aren't going to have them. And how is you going to know how to play against the team? You're going to have to overcommit. Just because, I mean, this was a similar situation with T4s and like the Infestation team. Depending if the player put the T4s on their team, it was a night and day battle. Maybe there's, I haven't fully looked into the new UI, but I don't think there's a way of knowing before you go into battle so you know what kind of resources to commit to the team. So this has got Ares. And this is Spider Society with Ares, and I believe that this is going to go pretty well. I'll put the animations on some of the characters in 1x just so we can take a look at what they look like for the 3 new Astrals. The possessed mechanic seems to be effective at pinging weak characters. I very much like that, and it will transfer. So like if Shadow King dies, it'll transfer to one of the other 4 members, and it just keeps going to each member, which I think is pretty cool. And then Doctor Strange has revives, which I think is going to be super helpful, specifically in that null battle, which might be extended. So like right here, I mean, look how slow they are. I can't express how slow they are. And the reason why that worries me is that slow characters are dependent on their stats to be effective, and slow characters are power crept faster than fast characters, or characters that manipulate turn meter, or I mean, it's a turn-based game, and so it's all about speed. So you can see this did not work at all. It is just they're too slow, and we're gonna keep going. I do think that Shadow King is good. Getting rid of trauma is pretty impactful for sure. But you can see that there are just situations where they fall apart. And like, I don't know if I'm going to do it here, but like Super Scroll Hive Mind just walks over this team. Absolutely walks over this team so quickly. So a lot of this, what I'm showing here, is going to be similar to that it would be inside of Crucible. And I'm sure there's a bunch of things that I don't know about and ways to use this team, but look, they're not going early, right? Like this, they're just slow. And if Doctor Strange dies, there's no way of reviving them. So we've got trauma everywhere, right? Okay. We still have not taken a turn. Okay, cool. All right, let's do this on 1x. But I think the reason why you get this team is mostly for Battle War. Look at that. Look at how low Doc Ock is right now. Look how much damage that was. Doc Ock is dead, and he was adjacent. That is bonkers. All right, we're going to focus in on... let's do this on 1x because we want to see it. We're going to focus in on Doc Ock. Emma, also I gotta give props to character design. Emma looks amazing, absolutely stunning. I love it. All right, so look at that, massive amounts of damage. They're just plowing through characters. Let's see if we can get offense down over here. No, he resisted it. Wongers here to save the day. And check this. We already looked at this, but this will probably close to ending the match right here. And most importantly about this ability is it's removing trauma from my team. And look, they're dead. Almost completely dead. Then we're going to get the possessed thing, whatever it's called. Also, if you want to play a drinking game, every time that I call Shadow King Kingpin take a drink, I don't even know if I've done it yet this video or not. I call him Shadow Kingpin. But you see how like that match went down? Where they all took 1,000,000 turns and then they still win. In fact, this match here, which I lost, I've seen that happen too, where they win. Everybody takes 1,000,000 turns and then you win anyways. But it's kind of random because if they focus fire, let's say Doctor Strange, and you can't revive or whatever, then it goes bad. It seems kind of random. I do think it'll be interesting on defense though. Well, because they're so slow, I figure you can like figure out how to work around them. It's not like they have a pre-taunt or anything like that. All right, so we're gonna be stuck behind Captain Britain's taunt, and they're so slow. And one of the only ways to make them faster is with Ancient One's special, which gives speed up, right? Tied to an awakened ability. Okay. We still haven't taken a turn. We have not taken a turn yet. We've taken no turns yet. No turns. Oh my God. But they may still win. I just feel like this is a team that'll get power crept so quickly because they're slowish. Let's see. We're going to bring back Emma. There she is. Back from the dead with a shaved head. Not really. I don't know. That was like a song lyric from the 90s. I don't even remember where. Someone in the comment section knows. Type it there. I think it was a Beastie Boys or House of Pain. I don't know. Anyways, let's see. I feel like all of that just happened will be fine. Wong's gone. Also, Heartless Doctor Strange's passive impacts the way that Wong works, or one of his awakened ability does. And also, Heartless Doctor Strange gets tons of ability energy on his awakened ability, which makes him... But we're just getting destroyed by them, right? And we still might win. We still might win. I mean, I guess. All right. Well, that didn't do much. I did. Okay. I don't know what Jimbo was doing there. Are we going to lose Kingpin? Are we going to use Shadow Kingpin? All right. So the possessed will transfer to another character, right? So now the possessed is on Emma. All right. This does a lot of damage. Normally it does a lot of damage. Okay then. All right, here we go. Come on, does he have his ultimate available? We'll have to see right here. If he does, oh, we don't. Not even close. All right, that seems impactful. We got Wong doing this thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm sure if I apply awakened abilities, all of this plays entirely different. And I guess I'm gonna have to make more videos based on what awakened abilities are actually free to play accessible. Like if they give away these awakened abilities through events or whatever, then maybe it would be interesting to see how that plays out. All right, so but I think the main selling point of this team is going to be Battle World, and I know that's going to be the hotness. Apparently what comes up, a lot of people are saying, well, what do I do to prepare for Battle World? Buy the Astral team? I don't really know. Is that all the prep you need to know? As I feel like the rest of it is somewhat random, and like as far as like, well, they don't call it platoon, but they call it the spec ops. My understanding is it's going to rotate. I mean, even if the data mines say one thing, I mean, I don't think it's permanent the way that's going to play out. So like, yeah, if they fired Shadow King here, then that would have been different. Yeah, it's just, it feels like they don't take turns. Nobody takes turns. Takes forever for them to take turns. And then when they do take turns, maybe they recover, maybe they don't. I don't know. This is just not my style of team in general in Marvel Strike Force. You know, I prefer, like, this should give speed up, but in Battle World, apply speed up to self and all allies. Well, also in war, right? Well, that's just not going to happen. You know? Okay. Okay, we're just stuck here behind the taunt, and then taunts are not going to be a thing. Well, like pre-taunts are not going to be a thing with the awakened abilities. I don't know, man. I'm glad on the test server they gave me the characters without the awakened abilities, because I feel like if I would have shown footage with the awakened abilities, that would have been overselling the team. So if Shadow King can take a turn, it's going to be amazing, right? All right, we're going to save that. Okay, well. All right, Wong is doing his thing. I don't have anything else to say. I think the footage speaks for itself. This is Ancient One's awakened ability for war. Monstrous. Shadow King has awakened ability for war on all of his abilities. Frost. This is huge right here. Clear disrupted immunity. Extra barrier. Doctor Strange's passive gives more sustain. And well, here he's just like better Wong. And then the ultimate generates 3 ability energy, so he can revive very quickly. Yeah, and then Moondragon is the one that gives the barrier. Got it mixed up there. War Disruptor, 2 allies. So they're going to be good in Battle World, and maybe they're going to be good in War, depending on how we can get the awakened abilities. I think this is going to be nightmare on defense, because you would have to assume that they do have the awakened abilities, depending on how much of a spender you think they are, and the way that you approach a fully awakened team in War might be very different than one that isn't. This just seems weird to me. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Bye for now.